Yeah, everybody's fine. All right, Pep. I'm thinking I was doing the. I was doing my high school football stuff. Good gracious. Oh. All right, everybody. We had a little technical difficulty, but it is now the draft recap show, and we're going to recap the draft in the best way possible. As soon as this video pops up, I don't know why it's not popping up, but anyway, there we go. All right, so I'll wait a second before we get started here. So tag everybody. All right, there we go. All right, now I see somebody. Okay, so this draft had a bunch of storyline players, and let's see. Let me find my notes here. There we go. All right, so at the top of the draft, we had several storyline players go, and I'm going to start breaking them down based on the storyline and give you some insight into these guys. All right. So the Ravens told me he was taking this guy on his draft board, number 1. And his intention is to move this guy to defensive end, is what he told me. So you see 6'3", 240, Shake Singleton. His storyline was, where is it? Okay, he's a special player at the linebacker position, but he has a deformity in one of his hands. So the reflection in that is going to be in the coverage. You see his zone coverage is only 66. And you look through some of the other stuff, man coverage was 62. Of course, catching was low at 55. Kind of reflect the storyline right there. But you see all the traits he has: a pass rush linebacker style, big hitter, swim move, strip ball, high motor. He's a very good linebacker. If he's going to put him at defensive end, the strength is strong enough to survive there. He can build on the finesse move. He's got enough block shed to survive in the run game. You can see he can develop into a very good pass rushing player with the template he has right now, which I'm sure is, Tristan's intention of taking this guy number 1. So, good pick. Wasn't the best player on the board, but he's a good pick. As I said, having a top 10 pick is good in this draft, but having the number 1 pick is not ideal. All right, the Buccaneers at number 2 take Greg Johnson, who we projected the Bucs to take a quarterback. He felt like this was the best guy. All right, you see he's 75 overall. He's got a hidden development trait. His storyline was he was the NCAA passing accuracy leader, and you see that's reflected in his accuracy numbers. He comes in with high accuracy already, the short and deep 88 and 86, medium 81. But the throw power is 90, which is all right. You can, live with that. His play action is a little weak at 64. That's just how it is. There's no real story behind that. This one was a pretty straight storyline. You're getting a good, accurate quarterback, that's going to develop into a good, accurate player. Is he going to be special? A guy like this, it's going to be really up to the user and how you develop him to see if he's going to be a special guy or not. But, he's a good young quarterback, and, we said that's what the Bucs needed at 2. All right, the Saints, as I projected, he would take a quarterback. He did on his draft board. I'm surprised he took this guy. Now, his storyline, Clark Antonio, he is the black college football Heisman winner. So, Heisman winner typically is a good player in Madden history. 6'5", 230, 21 years old, hidden development trait. Now, you see this guy, he's got the good arm strength. His accuracy, of course, is not as good as the previous guy, but, of course, that's a good base to work with. You see his throw on the run is good. You think about Steve McNair. That's where I was going with this. Kind of, emulating that when he went number 3 in the draft. This guy goes number 3 in the draft to the Saints. You see the speed and acceleration right there and the agility. This is pretty much a young Cam Newton is what I'm going for here. And I'm not happy he went to the Saints. So I have to deal with this guy going forward. You see his traits right there. He's a scrambling quarterback style. So there you go. That matches the speed and acceleration right there. aggressive force, tight spiral. So Steve McNair / Cam Newton is what this guy is pretty much. He's going to grow into being a good player. Once again, how you use this guy is going to be interesting. Now, Reggie in his history does not run with his quarterbacks a lot. So I don't know if this guy is going to meet what he can be, but I don't know. Reggie may adapt with this guy, so be interesting to see. All right, one of the top talents in the draft, Larry Taylor, 21 years old, middle linebacker, 85 overall with the development trait. His storyline simply was he was the consensus defensive player of the year last year in college. I mean, I made it pretty obvious. If you did your scouting work, you could see this guy was going to be special. You see, now the middle linebacker position, the speed, the combination of skills is rare. Speed, tackle, block shed, hit power, mid to high 80s, out the box, 77 zone with the speed. You even see 71 man coverage, which is good for the middle linebacker spot. You see the traits. You got a perfect set of traits. Aggressive play ball, big hitter, strip ball, high motor, and disciplined penalty tendency. He is going to be a leader for this team for years to come. And he has the projection to be a 99 player if you develop him the right way. The thing is, I don't remember, you guys will see. Yeah, so that's what I was getting ready to say. I was going to say I pretty much remember him being X Factor. So I made it very obvious on this guy. I'm a little surprised he slipped to 4. I was thinking when I saw the draft order, he would go probably Tampa had the need for the quarterback. But I was thinking Tristan was going to go here. I knew he was looking at linebacker, but I didn't want to tell him in his heart that, he picked the wrong guy, but he was wanting a pass rusher. So, okay. Anyway, the Vikings take Jamar Boykin at 6, normal development, 76 overall, though. Not a storyline guy, but he's a good player. You see 96 strength is impressive. 74 block shed, he gives him a good place that he can build off of that. Now, normal development players are a little frowned on, but if you can still focus train a normal guy, and if he plays and he develops, this guy will be an 80, 81 by the end of the season. He can grow 5 points a year and be a very good player for you. So I like how his strength is good. His speed and acceleration with that strength is very good. So he's a good player. He's a good player. I don't mind that pick, high in the draft. A normal draft, it's a good pick. I mean, a really good pick. All right, Colton Anderson. Now, 85 overall, hidden development, 6'1", he's 22. His storyline was interesting. So, Colton says he's the team captain and leader who will one day become an NFL coach. Now, I did this in the thought of a guy that doesn't have the physical traits, but he's really intelligent. So he'll be where he needs to be despite not having the top level speed. And that's the case here. He's 87 speed, but you see he's 95 acceleration. I wanted to quantify his intelligence in a physical manner. So that was the best way I knew to do it. The 90 play recognition, and you see he's got some 80s traits there. Awareness 75, because he's defense, the play rec is more important than awareness necessarily. And then you see the other stuff. All right, big hitter, strip ball, high motor, balance penalty. I mean, hey, he's going to be a good player, but he's limited at the same time. So you think about Harrison Smith, I think this is where this guy would project to a box kind of safety. That can play tough down there, but if you get him into space, he could be a liability in certain coverages. So, you use him wisely. If you use him the right way, he can be a very good player for you. You just don't want to get outside of what he can do right now. If he develops, then, he could develop into something else, but he's limited in how great he can be, if that makes any sense. But it's a very good pick nonetheless, obviously in this top 6 of the draft. Jamal Nixon I thought was another obvious one. Now he's older, he's 24, but his storyline says hands down one of the best DBs ever evaluated in the history of NFL drafts. So once again, I'm surprised he slipped to 7. So all right, here we go. 94 speed, 94 acceleration, 75 man, 78 zone, 74 play rec out the box with 92 agility. His press is a little low, but that'll develop over time. 88 jumping, 77 catching. You see the traits: aggressive play ball, big hitter, strip ball, high motor discipline. Stamina is 94. He won't get tired. So he has an excellent platform to grow into something very good. I believe his development trait is pretty good too. I don't think he's X factor, but he might be superstar. I believe. So that's something you can check on down the line. Okay, we got Kenan Erickson, another storyline guy on number 8, 77 overall, going to the Raiders. I thought this was a great fit for what they are. He is normal development, but do not let that scare you, because when you see his traits, it's going to be a great match for what Henry Ruggs is on that offense. Okay, 96 throw power, 91 deep accuracy out the box. Short and medium, 76, 74 respectively. So, if you want to throw deep, this is the guy right here. You got him at number 3. If you old guys remember Daryl LaMonica from the Raiders back in the day, this is it right here. He can run a little bit. 87 strength to reflect his arm strength right there. That's rare in a quarterback. He's got some decent traits. I should have gave him tight spiral, but I didn't, so that's okay. But cannon for an arm, it's a good template. We've been talking about how important throw power is, and this guy's got it. So I think this guy will be starting obviously for the Raiders, and Derek Carr will go away somewhere. Probably to the bench. All right, Sly Sanders, number 9, another storyline guy, quarterback. His storyline says he snuck into the Heisman race late as his group of 5 school went undefeated. So at Buffalo is a group of 5 school. 75 overall. Let's take a look at Sly. All right, so now Sly has 92 throw power. Another guy with more deep accuracy than short accuracy, so he can get the ball down the field. And Ben's telling us that Sly is a superstar development guy. Thank you, because I forgot. But you see, his strength is awareness and then play action. He's really good at play action, 84. And that's a great fit, because we talked about it in the pre-draft show. Derrick Henry, run the ball, and you want to hit that play action and then go down the field. This is this guy's strength, so that's a great fit for the Titans offense right there. He can run a little bit with the speed of 83, even 84 agility, and then stamina 92 means he's going to play well most of the time. 87 change of direction for a quarterback. That's good too. So when he can run, he can, kind of make people miss a little bit. So, he's a good player. Definitely first round quarterback. He goes to a good place right here. He's going to play right away. That's good. That's good right there. All right. Andrew Ellis, not a storyline guy, but defensive end, hidden development trait for the Chiefs. I'm telling you, this is a good pick right here. 86 speed, 86 acceleration. You got power and finesse moves. You can go either way with them. Good strength, good block shed to hold the line. This is a good value at number 10 right here. Typically we go higher in most drafts, but undisciplined penalty tendency. It's a little funny, but I guess because his personality is charismatic, it's a good fit. But he's got bull rush, he's got big hitter. With bull rush, you may want to develop him more on the power move side, so that'll just make that even more deadlier. But it's a good template to build with here for this guy. It's a good pick right there. All right, Matthew Balls, corner for the New York Giants. Not a storyline guy, no more development. 75 overall slot corner, but 94 speed is the big attraction right there. You know, he's gonna ruin everyone. 91 jumping for 5'10" will help in those situations. Good player. Good player. Not first round pick. All right, Lance Eagle for the Cardinals, 72 overall. This is a storyline guy. Incredible combine numbers make him a highly desirable player in the NFL. I put in the draft chat that my goal here was to make this guy a mirage. I'm going to show you why. 88 speed, 92 acceleration, 85 strength. Amazing numbers right there. But you look at the skills. He's got some work to do. 73 power, 65 finesse, 73 tackle, 70 block shed, 61 awareness. He's got some good traits. Big hitter, bull rush, high motor discipline. But normal development, you got to work on the skills. You put work into him, he's going to be a good player. He can play inside or outside with that speed and acceleration. It'll be really interesting to see what they decide to do with this guy. Can you move him to maybe a linebacker with that and really have some fun with him? You keep him on the line and let him develop there. It'll be real interesting to do. See what happens there. Although we know with the Cardinals what's going to happen. So, yeah. All right. Landon Coffey, free safety. 76 overall. Okay, let's take a look at 92 speed. That's good. You got to work on that coverage a little bit. 76 man, though, at the safety position is interesting. Maybe a corner convert option. Maybe a Green Bay. I don't know. Catching 75. 83 injuries. A little disappointing with that toughness. He may be a guy that gets hurt a lot with those two combinations, but I mean, it's a good template for a safety to build with right there. 76 man is interesting from a safety. That's pretty cool right there. It's pretty cool. All right, their second first round pick back-to-back, Demetric Kincaid, 76 overall center. Let's take a look at him. Good player. 90 strength, and you see the run pass block, both 79. That's good out the box. Impact blocking. Now, the center position at awareness is important. 71 awareness. You may want to move him to guard or tackle. With the speed, acceleration, and impact block, he could play guard immediately until that awareness gets up, and helps him out on that line. Undisciplined penalty tendencies, unfortunate, especially at the O-line. Those are the big ones. You get those holding penalties on those big plays. I know. Had a big one happen in the Super Bowl when it was still close. So he's a good player to build with. I would just move him from center right now because of that awareness. All right, Ben Tyson, right guard for the Jets, 74 overall, agile player, but good strength though, 90 strength. That's good for an agile guy. Good blocking stuff out the box. He can play right away. He's a puller, 84 acceleration, 76 impact, 81 lead block. 70 agility. He can play at the tackle spot and, do a good job also. Good solid lineman right there. Good job. All right. I won't say the Redskins. Good gracious. Football team. Take Adrian Slater. 83 overall storyline guy. I was surprised to see so many offensive linemen go before this guy, because if you did your homework, you would have known that this guy was going to be a really good player. Hidden development trait. His storyline says, where are we? Okay, very good technician at the position, but is he anything more than that? Now, knowing that your offensive linemen are technicians, that should have gave you a clue that this guy was going to be good no matter what. You don't need to be much more than a technician as an offensive lineman, to be honest. 92 strength, 81 run, 85 pass block. You see all the traits right there. Impact 85, awareness 85. You can put him at center. He can be a linchpin, but with that speed, acceleration, agility, you can put him anywhere you want on the offensive line. Plug and play. He's going to be a 10-year Pro Bowl starter like his dad, Jackie Slater. If you know your football, this was his son right here. All right, so you see high motor, discipline, intense personality is perfect fit. You look at him right now, you look like he's ready to play right now. Look at his face. Got the eye black on, this man ready. And I didn't do that. I don't change the way they look. So it's hilarious that he looks like that. So, Best offensive lineman in the draft at 16 is good value. Derrick Shortwood, middle linebacker for the Bears. All right, 75 overall. Now, this is a value pick because we saw what the Bears have. They have Roquan Smith at middle linebacker already. So I was surprised to see him go linebacker, but I know there was some talk in the chat about this guy. 91 speed at the linebacker position is insane. And one thing I always say, if you got a blue goose, you take the blue goose. What that means is you see someone with a rare talent, you take that rare talent and you make it work. And that's what this guy is. 85 hit power, 89 acceleration with the 91 speed, 64 zone coverage. But I mean, this is a straight user guy if that's your thing. Even if he doesn't, I will tell you the computer will, have this guy flying all over the field. It'll be incredible. You can stay in base defenses a lot more. And that's a big advantage, when guys try to get you with formation and stuff. Coverage linebacker style. You want to see that play ball be at least balanced, but that's okay. But high motor with 91 speed is good. Hey, great pick. Great pick in my opinion. Kendall Linder, running back. This is a Todd Gurley replacement, most likely. Gurley's starting to get up there in age. 79 overall. Oh, boy. You guys really hate me, don't you? At first, I got to deal with the quarterback. Now I got to deal with this guy. 94 speed, 95 acceleration, 88 carrying out the box. My goodness. What a nice running back here in the first round. 88 change of direction. You see he's got aggressive possession and run after catch. Now, this guy is not a storyline player. He came like this. So this is a rare thing for Madden to put a player in like that with the 85 kick return ability on top of that. 94 stamina. He's going to be strong. Now, the good thing, though, for me is Kyle likes to throw the ball all over the place. So I don't know how much this guy's going to get the ball right now. But I imagine that, he will start, with 94 speed, 95 acceleration. So good pick. Good pick. All right. Another storyline guy, Rick Perry, defensive tackle. Oh, look at that gut. Good gracious. 6'2", 375 from Alabama. Hidden development trait for the Lions. His storyline says, grandson of former Bear great William Perry, and he started as a fullback and defensive tackle. So that's reflected here. All right, so strength is 94, block shed 77. Definitely a run-stopping guy first, but he's got good play recognition, good acceleration. The speed is not good, but once he gets going, it's hard to slow him down. So big hitter, strip ball, bull rush to help out on the pass rush, high motor and discipline. Hey, it's a very good defensive tackle right here. So you're not going to be running on this guy very much. And if he does able to bull rush, he'll get in there and make some hay, so to speak. So. Another good pick right here. Good job. All right, Andy Mason. He's not a storyline guy. 77 overall to Jacksonville. 86 speed, 89 acceleration, 82 finesse move. Your pretty much standard pass rush outside linebacker right here. He's got enough strength to go play down on the line, but only in passing situations because of the 70 block shed. Stamina means he's going to play at a high level most of the time. Injury says he's not going to, be missing games. He's also got a swim move to go with the finesse move, high motor. Pass rush and linebacker style. I definitely would put him in the pass rush. He cannot cover very well, but he's there to raise some hell coming off the edge. Lynn Freeman, 71. Oh, excuse me, morale. Why is his morale down? Because he went to the Jets. 70 overall. So the Jets really focus on offensive linemen. These guys, okay. Undisciplined is a little disappointing for a first round guy. But you can work with that. He can really move. That's good. at center, but once again with that awareness, I'd move him probably to guard or tackle. Probably tackle with this guy. His impact blocking is not that high, but agility is high, so work on that pass block. I'd make him a tackle. That's what I would do with him. All right, Dalton Williams goes to the Browns, 74 overall. Let's see, check him out. 82, 86 speed and acceleration, 87 strength. That's a nice combination right there. You got to work on that block shed a little bit at 70, but he's got 76 finesse move. This guy can play inside or outside. I love high strength guys that can move. That's a really, really good thing. Swim move, spin move, bull rush, high motor. Oh, the undisciplined ruined it. We were almost there. Almost had a perfect combination of traits for a D lineman. But this guy's a good pick. Good pick right there. Getting to the late first is not bad. Slick Williams, running back, normal development. He is a storyline guy. And the storyline, I wanted to name him Slick Willie, but the game would not let me name him Slick Willie for some reason. I don't know why. But his storyline says, former track star had success converting to running back in his 1 year of football. So your light bulb should be going off and thinking speed, speed, speed. Let's see. Yep, 94 speed, 93 acceleration, 91 agility. All right. As if the Dolphins didn't have enough with Kevin Thompson. Now he's got this guy. This guy replaces guys who we traded for in Carolina as a number 2 back. You see where the Dolphins are going. More speed. See the kick return, 95. He can really, really he could probably be the best kick returner in the league if you decide to put him there, which I don't know why you wouldn't. He's got some third down back ability, catching, run after catch, fight for yards, all hits, cover ball, high motor, and discipline penalty. He's a good player, but I don't know if he'll maximize his potential in Miami, but he's a good player. He's a good player. All right, Dalton Burnham at center for the Bengals. Normal development, 75 overall. All right, now I see where all the offensive linemen went. I've never seen so many offensive linemen go early in the draft. I was not counting on that. But you look at this guy right here. He's not a bad player. 80 pass, 78 run out the box is just good. Team player, balance penalty tendency is good. Once again, what are these centers with this low awareness, man? I don't understand that. That's another Madden quirk I don't like. If you're a center coming out, your awareness should be at least 80, in my opinion. I mean, centers are the smartest guys on the line. That's not right. But you see what he's got there. He projects. I would move him from center, of course, because of the low awareness right now. I would probably put him. I'd put him at a strong side guard because he can get there and pull, but he's not an elite puller. So you want to put him on that side that you don't typically pull to, and he'll be a good base power guard right there. In my opinion, that's what I would do with him right now. Okay, John Cobb, 78 overall, defensive tackle to the Rams. Normal development, but 78 overall is good. This is not a storyline guy. 95 strength, that's great. 81 block shed, he's going to stop the run cold. Nice speed and acceleration for that kind of strength too. So he can be a 3-4 D end or even a nose or just your regular 3 technique D tackle. He's got big hitter, swim move, bull rush, high motor. This is a very good pick right here in the late first. Very good pick. I had my eyes on this guy. Thanks CPU. I was thinking he was going to make it to us. I was going to be very happy, but all right, here we go. Marcus Creighton, another CPU pick. Not a storyline guy, but a hidden development guy. Good job for the Eagles right there in setting their draft board. 91 speed, acceleration, 92 agility. Coverage is okay. Out the box, you can work on that a little bit. Aggressive play ball is great. With high motor for a secondary guy, which is really good. So it's a good pick right here for the Eagles in the late first. I like that. Karl Brown for the Dolphins, 75 overall, normal development, not a storyline. This is a guy, you looking at him, you might even consider move him to middle linebacker because of his block shedding speed. You would think 79 speed might be better suited for the inside and base sets, especially. Cannot cover. He's a run-stopping guy, even though it says pass rush linebacker style. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. He is a pass rush linebacker. He's just got good traits on block shed and, good enough strength. You can almost move this guy to a defensive end. 81 power, 75 finesse. He's got good pass rush moves with bull rush and the swim. Undisciplined kills it, but high motor's good. So, might want to consider maybe moving him to a defensive end and just let him rush. That's what he does best. 80 strength, he can get by with that. Or you can move him around, and if you go to a subset, he can go to a defensive end in that. So that's not a bad player. Not a bad player right there. You got to figure out with the speed where you want to put him the best. All right, Broncos take Bill Oakley, tight end. Surprise, this is a value pick because, we talked about him having Noah Fant over there as, a really good tight end. So, okay, let's see here. Bill Oakley is a storyline guy. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. We've got... All right, so his storyline says he's a rough and tough 3-down player by all scouting accounts. So, with that, he can do it all pretty much. 67 run block is decent for a tight end. 85 acceleration to go with the speed. And you see everything he's got there. He's just your basic, good tight end. I imagine he's going to be a number 2 tight end in Denver. But aggressive in possession, catch, fight for yards. He'll cover the ball. He's a good player. He's a good player. Value pick, I would say. He's got a hidden development trait. I don't remember what it is. So, he'll have to look at that. But, all right. Keegan Leech for the Titans at 29. 76 overall. Not a storyline guy. But let's check him out. So he's 80 speed, 86 acceleration, 83 strength, 88 power move. Oh, wow. That is very good. 73 block shed is good enough. Of course, he's got swim move, bull rush. That makes sense. High motor. Hell, this is a really good pick for the end of the first. The 88 power move. Oh, my goodness. This guy projects to be a really, really good pass rusher. And you work on his runs game a little bit. He's going to be a 3-down defensive end. So it's a good pick late first right there. It's a good job. All right. Greg Owens for the Giants. His off his board. 71 run stopping guy in the middle linebacker spot. 87 speed, 91 acceleration, 86 hit power are his strengths right there. Coverage linebacker, but I disagree with that. He's not a coverage linebacker. I think he's more of a balance guy, if anything, maybe even more run. I can't see his pass rush. His pass rush traits are not that strong. So yeah, this is more of a balanced linebacker kind of guy. He does have spin move, high motor. It's more of a second round kind of pick here, but late first for the speed and acceleration, which I'm sure is what he was drawn to. And hit power. I get it. It's not bad there. All right, yours truly. We take Sammy Reedy, 6'3", 291, out of Ohio State, 74 overall. This guy's replacing K'Wan Short. We did sign the veteran Brandon Williams for 1 year, but this guy will start over him. So for him, he's 87 strength, 72 block shed, 65 power move, 70 finesse move. I'll figure out which way we're going to go with that. He's got good play recognition out the box with his awareness, speed and acceleration. He can play outside if we need him to, and he'll play. He'll be a backup role on our power side of the defense. But he'll start, so we'll figure that out in our subsets in the depth chart. But he's got swim move, he's got high motor, balance penalty. I'm glad he's not going to jump off sides a ton. Stamina 83, but that's okay. We got the veteran that can sub in for him when he gets tired. No, we needed a good young defensive tackle that can be a starter. I got good guys in depth, young guys that are not ready to start. I will be all right starting him around Burns, Gross Matos, and Brown. So um, I'm happy. I got a starter late first, a guy that can develop a little bit and be a solid starter for the years to come. All right, so the last first round pick we're going to look at, Daniel Adams is a storyline guy, 69 overall. His storyline says his size makes teams want him, but the lack of skill has given pause. So hidden development trait, 6'4", 210, freak athlete, going into a place where I think it's a really good fit for him. So 90 speed, 93 acceleration, 88 agility. But you see the skills. He's got to really work on man coverage. Zone coverage, could look at converting him to a free safety possibly with 72 zone out the box. Jumping 85. Play rec 73. Undisciplined penalty tendency talks about more so the lack of skills and, that kind of thing. But once again, he goes to a good place. They got a good secondary. He's going to have time to develop. And, development trait will help that. So I would expect in 2 years down the line, me personally, I would move him to free safety at that size. But, we'll see what Bugatti decides to do with him. All right. Let's go second round. We'll talk notable picks only. All right. Let me see if we got storyline guys here. Let's see. Yep, Ricky Woods. Okay. So Ricky Woods, a storyline guy, 79 overall to the Raiders. And once again, we see the value of running backs in the second round here. 5'10", 245. Okay, his storyline says he was the son of former Cincinnati Bengal great Ickey Woods. So you guys remember Ickey Woods. He wore number 30 for the Bengals. He did the Ickey shuffle. That's what he was known best for when he scored a touchdown. So, and Ickey Woods was a fullback. So we gave this guy kind of a power profile at the running back spot. 92 carrying, 86 trucking. Really wanted to make it into that kind of back. 89 break tackle. Some of the things that Ickey Woods was known for in his career. Charismatic, fight for yards, always cover ball. And one thing I didn't emulate was his injury history. So that's why his career didn't last that long. But this guy has good injury, good stamina. He goes to a place where Josh Jacobs is the man. I don't know how much he'll get the ball here. But he is a good player. Good value in the second round. All right, then Taco Pace. 6'4", 309, hidden development trait to the Titans in the second round, number 9. His storyline says his love of tacos makes him a large man, but his bloodline gives him special talent. So if you know football, you know offensive lineman, you know the last name Pace. This guy is Orlando Pace's son, former tackle with the greatest show on turf with the Rams. That's why he's an agile guy. The Rams would pass block a lot over there. So you see his profile right here, 89 strength, 75 pass, 84 run, impact block 82, awareness 77. The agility, Orlando Pace was known as one of the most agile linemen of all time. And then you see the stamina right there, discipline penalty tendency because of the bloodline from Orlando Pace to him. So he's going to be a good lineman. The development trait will help speed his development along. But yeah, good lineman right here for the Titans. All right, let's see. All right, Chris Laimbeer, storyline guy. 71 overall, 6'5", 270, hidden development trait. All right, so this storyline has a problem with getting into fights in games, but very effective when focused. So Chris Laimbeer, of course, we're channeling Bill Laimbeer from the old bad boy Detroit Pistons. 83 speed, 88 acceleration. Now, Bill Laimbeer wasn't a bad player when he was focused, and that's the same thing with this guy. He got 71 run block. This is pretty good. You see his personality. Now, I don't choose the personalities, but it's hilarious that this guy's personality is intense. It's a great choice here. You see he's got all 3 catch traits: fight for yards, always cover ball, high motor, but there's the undisciplined penalty tendency when we talk about getting into fights. So, but injury, stamina, toughness, all really strong right there. Good solid tight end, going to the Cardinals. Okay, let's see if we got any more storyline guys here. Timmy Edison is a storyline guy, goes to the Washington football team. 5'11", 224. So I really wanted to make this guy pretty much a nerd. His storyline says, smartest score ever on the Wonderlic test at an NFL combine. All right. So that's reflected here when you look at his ratings. All right. So short accuracy is really, really good. 88 short accuracy, 86 throw power. But you see the awareness. That's why his rating is what it is. 97 awareness. That's reflected with what he said in the storyline about the highest score ever on the Wonderlic test. But other than that, he's, a pretty average quarterback. It's not, nothing that really stands out about him. Discipline, penalty, aggressive force pass, pocket quarterback. He said he's charismatic. Well, I guess, being that smart, you could be. But, this is a good, solid backup quarterback, in the NFL. I don't know if this guy will ever be a star player. He's got a hidden development trait. I don't remember what I gave him, so maybe he's, going to be something, but, we'll see. We'll see, but he's very smart. All right, the Falcons take Xavier Mitchell in the second round, 24 years old, 6'1", 210. We were wondering if they were going to take a quarterback, and they do. So Xavier's storyline is, it says he was booted from his team for betting on games, but they were 7-0 before that happened. So take a look at him. 97 throw power for Xavier Mitchell. There you go. But his accuracy is a little off. You got to do some work there. 87 play action is really good. 88 awareness is really good. I think I gave him the high awareness because he had the intuitiveness to bet on himself. So a little curvy storyline there, but you see he's not a huge athlete, but he can move a little bit. Undisciplined penalty for betting on games. But he's got tight spiral. He's got aggressive force passes. So, the 97 throw power, I know Kyle is very excited about that. And this guy will be throwing bombs all over the place down in Atlanta for probably the rest of Madden. So, there you go. He's also got a hidden development trait on top of that. So, we'll find out what that is. All right. Adam Okarion is another storyline guy. 75 overall going to the Lions. I thought this was a good value in the second round. 5'11", 197. All right. You see he's not the fastest guy, which is probably why he went second round. But you see 92 acceleration, 93 agility, 91 jumping. And you see he's got some really good catching traits. His route running is not bad out the box, but his release is low, so putting him in the slot is a good move. You see aggressive possession catch, fight for yards, high motor, discipline, penalty tendency. His storyline said nicknamed Mr. Sticky by his teammates because of his catching ability. So you see we talked about his catching numbers right there. That reflects that storyline right there. But you see he's a possession guy. But, once again, a very good slot guy. You know how to use a slot guy. This guy will make some tough catches on third down and, keep the chains moving. So, I think that's a good value in the second round right there for the Lions. You see the Lions. He will get the ball in Detroit. Well, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that one bit. All right. I want to look at this guy because, we were going to look at possibly taking this guy if he was there late second. I didn't want to spend anything higher than, that on him. He's not a bad player. He's okay. 88 throw power, is all right. His accuracy's all right. Normal development, He can run a little bit. Okay, I'm not upset that we didn't take that guy. That's okay. All right, that was just for me. I'm sorry. There we go. Eddie Rapido, Dolphins storyline guy. All right, 71 overall, 5'11", 205. His storyline said, a Cuban refugee who starred in 2 seasons at Miami. So, if you know any Spanish, Rapido is fast in Spanish. So, he is fast, 92 speed, 95 acceleration. I didn't make him too crazy, but you know, his morale is down. Why is he down? Oh, wow. Well, he is a Cuban refugee. He's close to home. I thought he'd be happy. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with that? Maybe he wanted to get away from Miami. Agility, jumping, he's average right there. You know, nothing else really stands out about him, but he's a good, solid receiver with some speed. He's got possession catch, run after catch, discipline penalty tendency, so not a bad player, but, you know, he's not anything too crazy. Normal development, no development trait right there. Storyline guy and Donald Crump going to the Bills. Late second round. I know you're trying to catch lightning in the bottle here. 66 overall. Nothing really special about this guy outside of his storyline being nicknamed after former President Donald Trump. You see, he was really, when you scouted him, he came up to be a 6th-round talent. So I don't know why you would think he was special outside of being a storyline guy. But I think in this draft we've seen every storyline guy is not special. I mean, they're just storylines. Make them a little more interesting. Undisciplined penalty tendency. I don't have to say why that is. Yeah, so that's what we got with this guy. Nothing special. You know, put him on your practice squad and tell funny stories about him if you want to. Okay. Let's see. We got anyone else standing out here? All right, let's go to round 3. And it might be all the storyline guys. Let's see. I thought we had 1 or 2 others. Where are we? Oh, Mountain Sims. All right, he's a storyline guy. All right, 3rd round, 6'11", 360. So his storyline said, the largest lineman ever measured in college football, but does his skill match? So 69 overall. Let's see. 97 strength. Now he is strong as a mountain. You're gonna have to do a little bit of work on the skills, though. He's a decent run blocker. Got to work on the pass block. Impact blocking's not bad, but he's not gonna move anywhere too fast. So this would be an ideal power guard or power tackle. So we're looking at the right side in a traditional offensive line setting for this guy. But 97 strength, it gives you a really, really strong base to start with. You just got to put some work into him. Be patient. But he does have a hidden development trait, so we'll find out what that is. But 97 strength's the big thing with this guy, but you got a little work to do. Okay. Any more storylines here? I think I may have 1 or 2 other ones. Paul Ramirez is a storyline guy. Tries to do his job well, but he's a marginal talent at the next level. So, as you see, he's 68 overall right here. 88 speed, 92 acceleration, you know, average. And I pretty much try to make this guy an average player for the most part. He did give him aggressive play ball tendency, strip ball, high motor discipline. But he doesn't do anything that's really jumps off the page. So, marginal talent, yeah, he give him some traits to maybe help him a little bit in his career, but I think he's going to be a career backup safety right there, in my opinion, you know, unless you put a lot of work into him. All right, let's see what else we got. It might be the end of the storyline, guys. Oh, no, we got Luis Salazar. He was a kicker. He's been switched to punter. He's got a hidden trait. All right, so Salazar's storyline said he nailed 65-yard field goals in high school, but only kicked extra points in college due to a language barrier. So, switching him to punter, 94 kick power. If you've got a good kicker already, I guess you can, take advantage of that punting and kicking off. 81 speed will help cover on kickoffs if someone breaks long. But that's pretty much what we got there. It's a kicker or punter now, so not much else to say. I think that may be all the storyline, guys. I'm going to take one quick look. Yep. Those are all our storyline, guys, this year. So we'll go through here and see if there's any other guys that stuck out as far as ratings go. I don't think so. While I'm doing this, just as a reminder, we're going to advance every 10 minutes when we advance to the preseason. You can only sign one player outside of kickers and punters, okay? Once we get to week 4 of preseason, you may sign players to your practice squads. Oh, God, 48 overall. Damn, I got to see how bad this guy is. Center, 48? Oh, Lord. Why would the computer do that to the Rams? God, what a horrible prospect. Good God, man. Oh, that is horrible. I'm sorry. You don't see that every day. All right, so I think we're good on the prospects here. Okay. So that is the draft recap show, guys. We're going to advance to preseason, and just remember what I told you about the signings, okay? We do check that stuff. We'll be advancing every 10 minutes. So see you in the chat. Thanks, guys. Good draft.